Somebody.
Oh, what's up, guys? Didn't see you there. Oh, no, I was playing. What's up, guys? So today we're tuning another swap truck from Gumby. This one's beautiful. I love this truck right here. No, that's a great looking truck. So it's a Lightning. It's got obviously it's got a Coyote in it. This one's a Gen 2 Coyote with a Gen 2 6-speed. Overall, it looks like a really solid truck. So I have hopes that we're gonna enjoy driving this one quite a bit. So this truck belongs to Jesus. Jesus owns this other truck that we tuned, black Whipple F-150. We tuned that one in Mexico for the trip we went to Mexico. It's down here, not up there. There it is. Not the lightning expert. So if you look in here, you'll see this beautiful VMP Odin supercharger. Look at that, right? So it's got the twin 69 throttle body. It's not the Loki or nothing, it's the Odin. Stock Odin injectors, I believe they're 55-pound injectors. So we're gonna stick to 93, we're not gonna do 85. It's a Gen 2 Mustang deal, so it's got mass airflow. What else? I think it's got oil pump gears, and it's on the 88mm pulley, so it's not really on a ton of boost. It's not gonna be on a ton of boost. It's got the Crown Vic suspension up front. Obviously, as you can tell, it's really low. It's got these sweet Willwoods, 6-piston Willwoods. And in the rear, it has a nice 4-link, and it just feels, it looks really solid, and feels really solid. I already driven it once or twice, and it feels really solid. I really like how this truck drives. Got the sweet Illuminati rear spoiler there. It's got this nice roll pan in the back. It's just it's a great looking truck. Great looking truck. And you know what this truck looks like it needs? It looks like it needs a 6-speed manual. Like, this is the kind of truck that you're like, man, this thing needs a 6-speed manual, and you get to just go to town on it. But it's a 6R80, which is still badass. If you look at the interior, it's cherry. This is got to be one of the nicer OBS interiors I've seen. Right? Like, honestly, like you'll have a hard time finding some imperfections here. Which, I mean, obviously it's an old truck and it's not a $500,000 rebuild or a restoration, but it has a really nice interior compared to a lot of other Lightnings I've seen. Looks like it's got a 3D printed dash in there. Looks sweet. I like it. So I just flashed the tune in it. We're gonna go for a quick drive, and then come back, I'll tell you guys my thoughts, and we'll drive it again. This is what this is kind of becoming, right? I'm kind of reviewing, testing trucks that I tune, and kind of telling you guys what I think about them. So do that with this truck. All right, folks. So let's see how she does. Gotta be careful. There. All right. So, like I said, I already driven this truck once or twice. So it's definitely one of the most solid swap trucks I've driven yet. And I'm sure there's some better ones out there too, but this thing feels nice. Like, it feels great. I got confidence driving it. I got confidence giving it gas. It's a really well put together truck, and I love it. Like I said, it'd be nice if it was 6-speed. You can imagine that, right? You can imagine this truck is a 6-speed. The way it looks, the way it sits and everything. You can imagine it is a 6-speed, but like a 6-speed manual. You can definitely imagine that. nice shit, you live in luxury with his AC, and then you forget that you can handle it. But luckily, it's some beautiful weather today. It's January, so and you can see him in the t-shirt because we're in beautiful Houston, Texas. So we'll start recording again once we get to the road and do a little bit of pulls. Right now, we're just gonna be sitting in this beautiful stoplight. In my opinion, this is my, one of the more solid OBSs I've ever driven. I think Eber's truck drives pretty nice too. Eber's truck is this one right here. And that was a twin turbo truck. It made 1100 horsepower. That one's pretty smooth too. And then this one right here, as far as driving it around, it's a blast. I gotta work on some idle stuff here and there, so he's not dealing with that when he's out in Mexico cruising through the town and this thing. Can you imagine? And it's just not shutting off on him at lights. So some idle stuff I'm gonna work on. That's not gonna take too long. That's not too exciting or fun, but it's a sweet truck, guys. Again, if you have an OBS, if you have an F100, if you have whatever, you need to go Coyote swap that thing. Someone's gonna tell you, oh, well, put a big block in it. No, Coyote swap it. I mean, if you're trying to go like 4s in the 8th or something, low 4s, then go put like some crazy big block in it and make a tube chassis or whatever. But if it's your daily driver, something you just want to get on every now and then, Coyote, all day. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys later. Unless we do some dyno time, this video is going to keep on going. Alright guys, we made it to the dyno. We're here at the shop Houston. So their GTR shop right here next door to where my shop's at. And they got this badass $100,000 mainline dyno, up dyno. So we're going to see how much power we can make with this guy. I'm not going to get too aggressive with it just because it's going to Mexico and he's going to be running on their pump fuel over there. So we're not going to get super aggressive with it. We're just going to try to make some more power and see where she tops out at as far as power goes without getting too aggressive on like ignition timing or boost. So let's get started. All right. Some small changes here. We'll see if it likes it or it doesn't like it. Oh, easy money. Look at that. 604. Shop the truck. Stop the fan. Alright, 604, and that line looks way better. So, this is the magic of tuning. So this is the first map. And this is the second one. Look at that. Some pretty simple changes and boom. Real nice linear power curve that we would expect from an Odin. But look at this. Yeah, that looks like a big turbo or something, right? It's like, oh, you know, making a little bit of power and then goes crazy. And then this is Odin, just goes crazy off the rip. So they like that, that's for sure. Picked up 30 horsepower on the top end, just about. Let me see. So yeah, right here I'll show you. So max, it made 604 at about 7,100. So I didn't even rev it out as high. And it made 577 at 7,300 on the last pass. But this, look at that. I wonder how big of a difference that is. Damn it. Where you at? Come here. Okay, we gotta see this. So right here, that's probably the biggest difference in the whole pool, it looks like. So our red line is at 504 horsepower, and our yellow line is at, our yellow line. Our red line's at 504 torque, 404 horsepower, and our blue line's at 246 horsepower, 308 torque. 150 fucking horsepower right here. So if I would have, so this is some, you know, stuff that I kind of can't see on the draggy, especially on a vehicle making, you know, about 600, 500 horsepower and an older truck. If it was a 4-wheel drive, then I could do this kind of stuff on the street with the draggy. But it being a 2-wheel drive and this much power, I really can't, you know, do too much cam work. So this is all cam work right here. This is all cam, changing the cam timing. I didn't change any ignition timing at all, and I didn't change any fueling at all. And we picked up 150 horsepower right here. Let's see down here. This is should be around 2,000 RPM or so. Let's see, DRPM. Yeah, about 2,000 RPM. We picked up, what is that, like 60 horsepower or so, 50 probably. So 50 horsepower down here. 130 foot-pounds of torque, about 140 or so down here. Jesus Christ. So that's just with cam changes, and a very simple cam change too. That ain't even crazy, but I definitely like that. Wow, beautiful. All right, let's keep going. Hoping for up. Went down all over the place, so she didn't like that. And now we know that, right? So you can see right here, this yellow line is the pass we made right now, so that'd be our 3rd revision. And this red line is our 2nd revision. What does that tell us? It likes the 2nd revision a lot more, all over the place. You know, everywhere. So right here, it got the closest, but it likes it way more down, you know, all over the place. It likes our 2nd revision a lot more. So we're gonna go back to the 2nd revision, and then we're gonna make some other changes elsewhere. Nice. Ah, come here. What's that say? 631. Very nice. Alright, I'll show you guys the graph right now. Alright, so check this out, guys. So green line is Rev 4, the one we just did, and red line's Rev 2, which was our best before. So as you can see down here, we lost some power once we get past this little guy right here, which is right about, what is that? RPM, about 5,600 RPM. Once we get above 5,600 RPM, Rev 4 is happier. So what does that tell us? That our tune that is gonna stay in this truck is gonna be a mix in between Rev 4 and Rev 2. So it likes Rev 2 before 5,600. It likes Rev 4 after 5,600. So it's gonna be somewhere in between there. Probably. We're gonna make some other changes, see if it likes that more. Basically, just find out what this truck likes more. It's on the same ignition time this entire time as Rev 1 was. Just because, like I said, I don't want to get too aggressive with it. There, let's see. I don't want to get too aggressive with it. Man, that was just ugly. That's just how the cams came in from factory, so I didn't touch that. Obviously, I hated it. but just peak horsepower numbers. Obviously, it's way more happy with this cam profile, this tune, than it was with the other one. So it's a 60 horsepower difference, same ignition timing. Well, how much ignition timing is it running? Figure it out. I don't know what it is with the internet, but they want to know everything about how you do anything. It's not my responsibility, honestly. All right, let's get to work. All right, guys, let's see what she does. Exact same numbers. So yeah, let's I'm gonna do a little mix between Rev 2 and Rev 4. Is that was exact same as Rev 5. So I'm gonna do a mix between Rev 2, Rev 4, and I think that's gonna be where she's gonna be his happy place. That's where it's gonna make the most power all over the place. All right, let's see how much she makes. All right, guys, so let's see what we got, right? So let me show you guys. So this is gonna be our final number here. It's gonna be our final power curve here, and this is gonna be Rev 2, the one where we made the most power down here, and then we made even more power this pass right here. But as you can see, it fell off on the top end. I'm gonna attribute that to heat in the blower. The most power that we made was right here, 631 horsepower. And like I said, I'm gonna attribute this power loss to heat, because this is it. If you look at the data log, it's the exact same cam timing, ignition timing, everything. It's just that more likely the air was hotter and we lost that power there. So, but over here, huge gain, huge gain. So this truck is gonna be a lot more fun than it was for those first pulls that I did outside on the street, because that was this number here, and that's not correct. This is massive. Look at this. And that tune that was in there, basically it was just stock cam timing from a Mustang, or I think this has F-150 cam timing according to, so whatever, stock cam timing. And just in a change of cam timing, this is insane. And just the changing cam timing went from 174 horsepower to 282, 390 foot-pounds of torque to 630 foot-pounds of torque. Just changing cam timing. That's pretty that's retarded. That's crazy. Then we go over here, and up here we were just making some decent power. And then like I said, we made the most power up top with this white line here. And again, I'm gonna attribute this power loss to heat in the blower, right? So we probably would have gained even more power down here if the blower was nice and cool. So yeah, up here I'm going to attribute that to heat in the blower, because it's the same cam timing, same fuel, same everything. So, and that kind of thing happens. So I'm pretty happy with that. 630 horsepower, and this truck is going to be a lot of fun. I could probably get more aggressive with it and go for more horsepower, and get closer to 700 or so. But I'm happy with this. I think Jesus is going to be happy with this. If he really does want to make more power, I think E85 would be the way to go, so that he doesn't have to worry about fuel quality. Instead, because like I said, it's going to Mexico, so fuel quality isn't known to be perfect right out of the pump down there. So I really rather not risk it. So if he does want to make a lot more power with it, we can make a ton more power with the 85, probably around 800 or so horsepower. And yeah, make around 800 horsepower. But we have the consistency of running E85 and that nice, beautiful cooling effect it gives, and then that really high octane. All right, guys, so here we are. We're gonna go ahead and bust a little U, and I get the tires a little bit warm first, just because I haven't done any pulls today, and it's making quite a bit more power, especially down low. You guys saw that, making almost 200 foot-pounds, almost 300 foot-pounds of torque more than truck is what's gonna rip the tires up out of the hole, kind of a thing. Obviously, I'm not gonna hit it from a dig because this truck is not set up right now for a dig. But I'm gonna, warm up the tires just a little bit. I'm not gonna do a huge stinking burnout, just a little warm so I don't crash the truck, right? Alright guys, there goes that dangerous Altima. We have to wait for the dangerous Altima to go back because you know how Altimas are. If you see an Altima with your bumper falling off, if their bumper falling off, steer clear. They do not have insurance. Alright, hold on. A little quick little. How you doing, Oscar? Yeah. Just think, guys. If you had an OBS, would you Coyote swap it? Or would you leave like a stock 302 or 300 6-cylinder or a 351? This truck apparently had a 408, a ProCharge 408 in it before. I guarantee you it didn't drive like this. It wasn't as comfortable as this. Obviously, you can make a ton of power with it, but it's not going to drive like a Coyote. It's not going to cruise around, enjoy your day, and then go make 1,000 horsepower for once. That's just not going to happen with the 408. But it will happen with the Coyote. Yeah, this is probably like this is definitely the most solid OBS I've driven yet. So I think that's who's going to have a blast with it. I have so much confidence driving this truck compared to the other trucks. Like the Bullnose, I mean, they're definitely different stages in their journey as far as like building the truck goes. So Bullnose can definitely be at the same level as this one, and whatever other ones, they definitely be around the same level as this one is as far as like confidence driving the truck. I have so much confidence driving this truck. The steering is so like, I don't know, everything just feels good. Everything feels solid. On the gas, it's not going all over the place. It doesn't feel all crazy. The steering is solid. The brakes are solid. This is a badass, well put together truck. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.